Welcome to a day in the life of a self-employed single dad rebuilding from the ground up. I've spent the last 5 years undoing a lot of the decisions I made in my early 20s and building a life that's more aligned with a older, mature, wiser, more healed version of myself. My current life doesn't really check anybody's boxes except my own, and my days consist of things that I enjoy that I've chosen for myself. I used to live in a home in the suburbs, and now I live in an apartment in the city where I can wake up and walk to the gym. I haven't really been enjoying working out lately, and so I've just been making a small amount of time because I know it's good for me, but I don't waste a ton of time doing something that's not super valuable to me, so I just get a few good movements in and call it a day. A lot of people get to work first thing in the morning, but as for me, I like to spend a little bit more time connecting with myself before I go out. Ironically, I couldn't make it far before I ran into a friend in the hallway, which is what happens when you choose to live in an apartment with 4 of your friends. And then I start my walk to a coffee shop where I'm going to get reading, writing, meditating, breakfast, and an outdoor walk all done in 1 hour. This is by far my favorite time of the day. It settles me down, gets me in my body, and makes me pretty happy. I have a haircut today, so I rushed home on the scooter, got in the car, and went to get my haircut. I like a nice cut, so I get it done every 2 weeks. And then it was time to go pick up my son for the dad shift. He almost hugged me, then he realized there was a garbage truck nearby, so obviously we had to go check it out. I had a snack waiting for him in his car seat because those are easy dad
Ready to
points.
party?
Then we are off to our Monday tradition of car washing Costco. If there's one word that I aspire to be as a dad, it's perceptive.
Cheers.
I want to be somebody who notices what my son likes, what he doesn't like, and I adjust my plans accordingly. Our fun plans wore him out, and when we got home, it was time for bed. I try my best to see clients while he's asleep so that I'm not cutting into our playtime together. After my first client, I did some meditation just to make sure I was still connected to my thoughts and feelings. I've noticed that my son has bad days usually when I'm having a bad day, so I do my best to try to be on top of my own emotional experience to make sure I'm taking care of the things that I need. When work conflicts with my parenting schedule, I lean on my community to help me out. After my last clients, I went upstairs to pick him up from my friend's apartment. These friends have known Brooks almost his whole life and are men that he looks up to, has nicknames for, and looks forward to spending time with. Today I honestly had a lot of work to do, and so I tried to find ways of making him still feel seen and appreciated while I wrapped up a few things at the house. The best parenting advice I ever got said that children don't want to be entertained, they want to be included. I started unloading the dishwasher, and quickly Brooks said he'd rather do that than watch a show, and we unloaded the dishwasher together. I try to have fun things planned in the evenings for Brooks, and tonight we went up the canyon to have a fire with some friends. Again, these are men that Brooks has grown up with. Parenting is not a solo job, and it's my responsibility to surround myself with a community that can help out. Again, I try to include Brooks by sending him off on a stick hunt so that we can continue to fuel the fire. We chat, we connect, we support each other, all before I take Brooks back home to go to bed. It took years and lots of hard work to build a life that looks like this. Every heartbreaking sacrifice was worth it to have this life with myself, my son, and my community.